Okay, so bring this back to what President Trump is doing to fix our colleges. How much of this boils down to culture versus practices that are explicitly discriminatory in terms of admissions and hiring? Because that's the core question here is Title IX being violated? And if so, what can the federal government do to address that problem?
Well, a lot of the conduct that these initiatives identify and challenge are already illegal.
Okay.
So they violate federal civil rights laws. I think what they're more getting at is trying to change the culture on campuses. And you can only change the culture on campuses if you change the curriculum and, most importantly, you change the faculty. You introduce some level, at least some minimal level of faculty diversity of viewpoint, which is not there. And so I think the Trump administration is trying to do more than enforce the civil rights laws, which it has the power to do. It's trying to change the culture on the campuses. And the culture is very resistant, and particularly the faculty. The faculty like their autonomy. They consider themselves to have academic freedom, and I support that. I'm totally supportive. But at a certain point, it's like the cousin you have who's unable to control himself. And that's what academia has turned into. They need an intervention. They need an adult in the room to say, you cannot build your academic environment to teach students to hate their country, to hate other Americans. There has to be some balance. And that's really what's going on, an attempt to change the culture. And it's going to be resisted. MIT and I think one or two other schools have already said they're not going to introduce these reforms. They want to preserve their complete autonomy. Well, that's fine. And I support autonomy for academia. But if you want federal money, then you have to meet federal rules. And what the Trump administration is saying is we're going to use a carrot and a stick. And the carrot is for schools that are willing to reform, that are willing to move back to the middle, there will be extra incentives. You will get priority on funding. For the schools that don't want to do that, it's going to be what we've seen for the last year. It's going to be enforcement actions. It's going to be fights over funding. It's going to be pulling of grants. And so the universities have their choice. If MIT does not want to go along with what the administration wants, that's fine. That's their right. But then they shouldn't receive federal funding.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.